Oh, so you're the new girl. Do you even have experience painting with radium? I thought not. Do you even put it on your nails? What about like on your lips, like lipstick? What about like eyeshadow? You don't even do eyeshadow with radium? Wow, like way to be behind on the trends. Disgusting. So let me show you the ropes. Let me show you how we do it here, okay? So I don't know if you're familiar with the products that we paint, typically watches, but we also do nails, of course. I mean rings. Rings, nails. Listen, I don't know why. But like, ever since I started working here, it feels like my brain isn't working at its peak. I feel like they're burning the brain out of my skull. But at the same time, it feels great. So, we're just gonna take one of these little brushes. As you can notice, there's a little bit of this, green, because it's radium and green is fab. So we're just going to be taking this and just dipping it into this little bit of radium, okay? So as you can note, the radium does glow. Hence why we paint it onto our nails, onto our rings, onto the eyeshadow, the lips, pretty much everything. So what you want to do is dip the radium in, okay? So we're just going to pop this cork, put the cork right there. We're going to situate it right there, and we're going to just dip. Okay, right there. We're going to dip the cork right back into the radium, put the bottle back. We don't want to waste any radium. You see the reason that they instructed us to do this, come close, is because they don't want us to lose any of the radium. Plus, they also want us to do this following procedure that I'm going to show you, so that way they don't lose any of the radium. I'm also going to be showing you more ways as to how not to lose the radium throughout this process. We always have to remember the bottom line, which is profit. So, as you can notice, this brush is a little fluffy. That's not good. That's not good. We want a fine pointed brush. So they say to put it onto your tongue, onto your lip, and just smooth it out. Really eat the radium as such. And as you're eating the radium, you're not supposed to wipe the radium from your lips, but this is a demonstration. You're going to, where was I at? I can't recall. The old noggin just isn't working. Also, when you start working here, you're gonna start finding some like lumps. I've asked the foreman if that was like okay, like if that was to be like expected. I would go to the doctor, but like I also don't really trust the doctor because they just want to cut me open, and I really don't see how they're just gonna, I mean, maybe to like beat pressure or maybe to like remove whatever's inside of the little bump. But yeah, I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place when it comes to all of these lumps and bumps. But it could just be that I ate like a bad bowl of like, I don't know, lentils or something. So I'm just going to be demonstrating on your face how we paint the watches with radium using radium. So prepare your face. Your face is all nice and prepared. It's a very smooth face. You look really healthy. I used to as well. Not anymore. So we're just going to be painting your face very quickly, making sure that we get a good coverage of radium on your face. Are you by chance allergic to radium? Yeah, some of the girls seem to have been allergic to radium, and they had to quit consequently because of their allergies to the radium. Do I think that they were just a little bit on the sensitive side? Yeah, I think that if you're allergic to radium, like, you're a little bit sensitive, like, buck up a little bit, strengthen yourself, solidify yourself, really sort of bring your A game and push through it. It's like every morning I wake up, I go to the gym, and I just start pumping iron because I am like Iron Woman. I come to the radium shop. I then eat my radium like every other radium woman in this shop, painting what? Watches and rings. Anything that's like tinny, metallic, and designing. And I go back home after working 16 hours, and I decide I'm going to prepare myself a meal of lentils and potato, baked potato, boiled potato. And I eat said boiled potato, my first and only meal of the day, and I eat said lentils, my first and only meal of the day, to go to sleep, rinse and repeat. How long do I sleep for? 2 hours on a good day. I'm going to be just demonstrating how we paint the radium now, okay? Just keep yourself really clear, okay? There we go, yeah. Yep. Stipple, 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 stipple. Sorry, I sometimes twitch and glitch and malfunction and break down. I don't know why. It just happens. As of when I first started working here. Stipple, 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 stipple. Anyways, I'm just gonna be putting some more radium. I feel like we ran out. I need to have a more solid consistency. It needs to be very, like, consistent in the consistency. It needs to be consistently consistent so that we get a good consistency on your face. If it's not consistent on your face, then we don't have a good consistency to work with. It is not consistent with the consistency that I'm trying to put. You understand, the standard is not consistent. So I'm just going to be wiping off the excess, which I already did in order to save the radium, because the radium needs to be saved. Heaven forbid that the radium run out as opposed to the workers. So I'm just going to be placing the radium onto your face. So I'm just going to be stipple, 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 stipple. Does it feel a little tingly? Does it feel like there's something like kind of, you know, zapping your face? Like it's sort of like stars on your face. It's like you feel like a little burn. It's like you feel a little like tingle. It's like a little tender sort of like ribbony, sort of like sparkly sort of like sensation. Don't you feel it? You feel like your face is slowly melting. Perfect. Lovely. I love to hear that. That means the radium's working. You see, that's the reason we put it on our nails and on our eyes and on our lips. It really makes us feel alive during these horrible times that we're living in. But at the same time, what is a revolution industrially, or its consequences thereof? Stipple, 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 stipple. You're looking very green to me right now. It's like you're green with envy. Are you green with envy? You should envy me. I am the head radium girl here. I've been working here the longest. I have the most experience when it comes to radium and its substances, properties, particles. What were we talking about? I need to instruct you on how to paint watches with the radium. Let me redab the radium. May I offer you some refreshments? A glass, perhaps? Just take a little sip. Yeah, it's water from the nearby water source. Keep still. while I keep applying this radium to your face. Stipple, 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 stipple. So tell me, have you ever had radium painted on your face? Stipple, 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 stipple. Just girly things. Stipple, 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 stipple. Yeah, it's like, listen, okay, I'm just gonna be putting this radium away and we're gonna be talking serious now, okay? We're gonna talk real talk, okay? When was the last time you and your besties got together and started painting each other's nails with radium? Never. Oh my god, no. No. Let's snip that out of the way. This is what I use to cut down the lumps and bumps that I keep finding after having started this job. I don't know where they're coming from. They just keep popping up left and right, left and right, left and right, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. Anyways, so me and the besties decided that we wanted to sort of have like a Radium Tuesday sort of like night where basically we all come together in the 30 minutes that we have off from work and cooking and working and sleeping, and just get together and just paint the nail, paint the lip, paint the eyeshadow, and just have a good night, girls' night out. Yeah, it's so fun. It's like a bachelorette party. It's like we're just having fun with radium, you know? It's like the new hip thing for women. Radium. Because it's like it makes you feel radiating. It makes you feel ravishing and radical. So, I'm gonna actually advise you to get some big scissors to cut the lumps and the bumps and the boils that appear periodically on your body and on your face and everywhere. And I can't really use the old noggin because it feels like there's bumps in the brain and I can't explain it. But it's just one of those girly things, you know? A lot of the things that afflict us can't really be explained. Can't be explained. It's like, I sometimes feel like I'm being just hysterical because of my, you know, uterus. The whole hysterectomy, hysterical conundrum, you know. You had a headache, put her in a mental institution, you know what I'm saying? But I really do feel like there's bumps in my brain, and that's not of all the things that I've said here as the forewoman of this radium painting institution. I think that might be the most calm, rational, realistic, and down-to-earth truth possibly mustered within these four walls, is that not only I, but many of us feel like there's bumps on our brains. And I kind of question why it is that all the men left the radium jobs to us. But you know, it just happens that way. So I'm just going to be putting on a little bit of perfume. Gee, I sometimes wonder, minus the radium, of course, the radium is perfectly fine, but I sometimes wonder if there are chemicals inside of beauty products that affect the brain and affect the hormones and give one lumps and bumps and boo-boos on the inside. Because the foreman said that radium was perfectly safe to use on our lips and eyes and nails. They all said it was perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But I don't feel perfectly fine. I feel very, very sick. Very sick. But, you know, if they say it's fine, it must be fine. There's scientists to this. There's experts to this, researchers to this, and If they say it's fine, then it's fine. Shake your head. Anyways, this one would be your brush. See how it's a little bit old? This one's gonna be yours because it's all used up. But don't worry, that means the